Hi, I'm Fame Ketover of Langwin.com, and this is Mandarin Chinese. But who are you? Well, that's what we're going to find out today in today's lesson on questions and answers about names. In the following conversation, an American in Taiwan by the name of Daniel King is asked who he is and responds with his adopted Chinese name, Wang Danyan. Wang is a translation of King. Danyan is a phonetic approximation of Daniel. For each line of the exchange, you'll hear the English once and then the Chinese twice. Listen. Who are you?
你是谁？你是谁？
I'm Wang Danyan.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
The word that makes the first line a question is the word that means who.
谁？谁？谁？
Listen to the conversation again and try to spot the word for who.
谁？
Who are you?
你是谁？你是谁？
I'm Wang Danyan.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
In the English sentence, who are you? The question word, who, comes first. But in the Chinese sentence,
谁？
comes last. Listen again. Who are you?
你是谁？你是谁？
I'm Wang Danyan.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
If we translate the Chinese question word for word, it's more like, you are who? Here's the word for you.
你。你。
Listen for you. In Chinese,
你。
who are you?
你是谁？你是谁？
I'm Wang Danyan.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
Here's the word for I.
我。
Listen for I
我。
in the answer. Who are you?
你是谁？你是谁？
I'm Wang Danyan.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
We have now looked at each word in this exchange, except for the are in who are you and am in I am Wang Danyan. Chinese does not distinguish between am and are. Listen to am or are.
是。
Listen for am and are both
是。
in the conversation. Who are you?
你是谁？你是谁？
I'm Wang Danyan.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
You may have noticed that
是。
is weakened in the sentences to a toneless sh sound. Listen.
你是谁？
我是王大年。
This weakening of
是。
is rather like the weakening of am and are in the English contractions I'm and your. Later you'll find that
是。
is not weakened when it is emphasized or in slow deliberate speech, like when you'd say I am or you are in English. You just heard the conversation we've been working on live, without the English and without repetition. Now listen to a new exchange live.
你是谁？
我是胡美玲。
What's going on? Listen again.
你是谁？
我是胡美玲。
This time, Mr. King is finding out the woman's name. Here's how it goes. Who are you?
你是谁？你是谁？
I'm Hu Meiling.
我是胡美玲。 我是胡美玲。
Now, listen to the exchanges we've had between Mr. King and Ms. Hu, live.
你是谁？
我是王大年。你是谁？
我是胡美玲。
Again.
你是谁？
我是王大年。你是谁？
我是胡美玲。
Up to this point, Mr. King and Ms. Hu have been discussing each other and themselves using
你
for you and
我
for I. Now, listen to them discuss a third person, Mr. Ma Mingli. Who is he?
他是谁？他是谁？
He's Ma Mingli.
他是马明礼。他是马明礼。
Did you pick up on the word for he? Here it is.
他
Listen for
他
meaning he in the conversation. Who is he?
他是谁？他是谁？
He's Ma Mingli.
他是马明礼。他是马明礼。
We said that
是
could be translated either as am or are. Here after he, it translates as his. Chinese has the same form of the verb for the first, second, and third person. I am, you are, and he is are simply
我是，你是，
and.
他是。
Listen for this as Miss Hu runs through our cast of characters for Mr. King. And notice that
是
is in its weakened and toneless form. I'm Hu Meiling.
我是胡美玲。我是胡美玲。
You're Wang Danyan.
你是王大年。你是王大年。
He's Ma Mingli.
他是马明礼。他是马明礼。
Since
是
translates as am, are, or is, it'll be simpler just to identify it as the verb to be. Later, we'll find even more reasons for this simplification. Since
是
also translates as was, as were, and even as will be. This is typical of Chinese verbs. A single form does all the work. When you study a European language, you have to learn the variety of forms and endings. When you study Chinese, you don't. You only have to learn one form for each verb. Listen to Ms. Hu run through the cast again live.
我是胡美玲。你是王大年。他是马明礼。
Now listen to Mr. King do the same.
我是王大年。你是胡美玲。他是马明礼。
So far we've had I, you, and he, but we haven't had she. Listen carefully as Mr. King identifies Mr. Ma and Miss Hu for us. He's Ma Mingli.
他是马明礼。他是马明礼。
She's Hu Meiling.
他是胡美玲。他是胡美玲。
Notice that both the he and she are.
他
This is another distinction that Chinese gets along without. Listen again live.
他是马明礼。他是胡美玲。
Again.
他是马明礼。他是胡美玲。
Chinese uses different written characters for he and she, but both are pronounced.
他
Essentially, the Chinese word
他
makes no more distinction as to gender than the English expression, that person. Asking directly, who are you, is considered somewhat blunt in China. The customary approach in China is to ask for your surname. Listen to Miss Hu ask Mr. King for his surname. What's your surname?
你姓什么？你姓什么？
My surname's King.
我姓王。我姓王。
There are two new words in this exchange. Let's take them up one at a time. Here's the word for what.
什么？什么？什么？
Listen for what.
什么？
What's your surname?
你姓什么？你姓什么？
My surname is King.
我姓王。我姓王。
Notice that what
什么
comes at the end of the question, as does who.
谁
Let's compare questions with who and what. Who are you?
你是谁你是谁
What's your surname?
你姓什么你姓什么
The other new word
姓
may be translated to be surnamed. Listen.
姓姓姓
Listen to
姓
to be surnamed. What's your surname?
你姓什么你姓什么
My surname's King.
我姓王。我姓王。
Since both are verbs,
姓
works in the sentence just like,
是
despite the fact that we translate them with quite different English constructions. For example, my surname is versus I am. If we translate word for word, we can see how the Chinese is actually put together, with
姓
functioning like,
是
you are surnamed what?
你姓什么你姓什么
I am surnamed Huang.
我姓王。我姓王。
Here's another example. He is surnamed what?
他姓什么他姓什么
He is surnamed Ma.
他姓马。他姓马。
Compare the answers. I am Wang Danyan, and my surname's Wang. I am Wang Danyan.
我是王大年。我是王大年。
I am surnamed Wang.
我姓王。我姓王。
That's the end of this lesson. Remember to head over to Languin.com to do the exercises. That's Languin, as in Languin the Penguin. Thanks for watching. I want to thank all of our subscribers and supporters for their gracious help in making these courses possible. In future lessons, this is where I'll be giving shoutouts to our Patreon supporters. Be sure to visit our Patreon page to see all the goodies we're offering. Until next time, stay cool.